Howdy YouTube, I hope your trading is treating you well. In this episode, I'm going to focus specifically on relative strength index on the weekly and the daily view. We're going to look at the current time frame, go back to the historical time frame, and make some estimates that are not very bullish. That's what's up on today's episode of the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. Let's zoom into the relative strength index and see if the last bull wave can give us an idea of where are we on the current bull wave. I've been watching for this relative strength index trend to follow along something like we did in the past. And this is how the bull market built its way up. Where in the history are we something similar? And it seems to be that if we were on the first stage and we moved our way up and we pulled back, we might be something like right here. So if I pull that back, then we might have bottomed out something like we saw here. But the big difference for me between these two different spots is the volume. So if I pull this back again and we reflect on the trading volume that we have right now, compared to the trading volume right at this spot, maybe we're only here on this spot. Maybe we're a little earlier in that bull market. So now if we look at the daily relative strength index and see how deeply it's pulled back right now in the current time, and then try to consider where in the past have we been at a volume profile like this and the RSI pulling back. It seems to me something like in about here where the RSI has pulled back pretty good, but not as fully as it's going to go. And we already see that from history. So if we pull this back forward now, then it gives us the red alert that the RSI breaking from these levels as we are topping out and pulling back right now, deciding, are we making a 1, 2, 3 formation and just about to continue the uptrend, or are we just about to break down hard? It's going to be determined by what we're seeing in the relative strength index breaks right here. So in the present time, we need to see the relative strength index moving its way up, or else we are in for it. So let's pull this all the way back to the current time. And now we can zoom back in on this and identify the very same thing setting up here, that should the RSI be breaking on this daily time frame out of this top formation, we are likely to see some pretty deep pullbacks from that level. So let's zoom in on the relative strength index here on this time frame and get a cleaner view of it, because it's the break of this trend line here that's going to be the big one right now. We see it trending up a little bit, and we're hoping that it's breaking this downtrend line that's going to continue, and this is going to bottom, give us a 1, 2, 3 and go up. But should that RSI break down below these levels, we know now from the past that we are probably going to see something really nasty before we're breaking our way back up, pulling ourselves out of this and finally getting that volume coming in. And then the volume will come in and slowly build as we're getting off of these levels. And you know what? I'm going to go to the daily time frame. I'm going to zoom it back and go to the log view. And I'm going to drag in my long-term trend line here and see if we get this straight in there. Isn't that coincidental? So just by looking at the long-term RSI and setting up, looking at what just happened in the past, right? Looking at, this is the time frame we looked at in the past. Right when we're checking out the RSI, we're in a downtrend, the volume is low. We're in a downtrend, the volume hasn't picked up yet. And we see that RSI is set up. We know that we're coming into a really important time right at this minute. And searching for long trades here, it's a strategy. If it does break above these levels, you want to pay attention. At the same time, we are in a downtrend. The 12-hour exponential moving averages have crossed over. Should this be breaking lower and the RSI be doing the damage that we were just seeing, really important to pay attention to this RSI right as we're looking at it here. So just by looking at the RSI, it's giving us some pretty clear details that this has the potential to be a really good head and shoulders top formation here, where we've got the shoulder, the 1, 2, 3 on the shoulder. And we have the 1, 2, 3 on the top formation. Now we have the 1, 2, 3 on the shoulder, and there's our head and shoulders top formation. Probably a nasty one to be doing this. My question is, what's going to happen with altcoins? Are they going to dive as well? And then it really was a good idea to be short on everything or into fiat currency on everything on this period right now. So pretty treacherous period. I would like it to go up, but this RSI pattern is giving me the willies. So I'm going to cut it short on this episode. I'm not going to go over the other indicators here. Come and join us over on our Discord chat. We'll be following along the rest of the indicator set as this plays out, top or bottom. We're going to be there to map it out as it happens. So come and join us on Discord. I'm going to jump in and make sure I'm covering all of the altcoins to capture everything that's going on in those right now. Thanks again for tuning in. Good luck in your trading. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.